Brilliant. Okay, so let's move back to the UK then, and we're going to kick off here with Nigel Farage. He has made a statement with respect to his bank accounts. Let's just look at a minute or so of what he had to say.
But actually, truth is, I'm not full of the joys of spring. I've been living with something for the last couple of months that may well fundamentally affect my future career going on from here, and whether I can even stay living in this country. I have been with the same banking group since 1980. I've had my personal accounts with them since that date, and my business accounts right through the 1990s when I worked in the City of London and in recent years too. I'm with one of the subsidiaries of this big banking group, one with a very prestigious name, but I won't name them just yet. I got a phone call a couple of months ago to say, we are closing your accounts. I asked why. No reason was given. I was told a letter would come which would explain everything. The letter came through and simply said, we are closing your accounts. We want to finish it all by a date, which is around about now. I didn't quite know what to make of it. I complained. I emailed the chairman. A lackey phoned me to say that it was a commercial decision, which I have to say, I don't believe for a single moment. So I thought, well, there we are. I'll have to go and find a different bank. I've been to 7 banks, actually. Asked them all, could I have a personal and a business account? And the answer has been no in every single.
So the answer's been no in every single case. Now, of course, many people are very cynical about Nigel Farage himself, but this isn't really the point. The point is, if he's telling the truth, and I got no reason to believe that he isn't, his bank account has been closed for some indeterminate reason. And of course, if his can be closed, anybody's can be closed, really. Now, we were talking, Patrick and Brian and I were talking about this before the programme, and the rumour, I believe, is that although he wouldn't name the bank is Coutts. People may have, if that's true, may have a view on the sensibleness of banking with Coutts.
That's allegedly is Coutts.
Absolutely, yes, yeah. Yes, absolutely. So if that's true. Anyway, he went on. We've got another little clip here because I just wanted to show another little clip because he then brought Chris Bryant into this because there was an issue with Parliament. So let's have a brief listen to this.
A few months ago in the House of Commons, Sir Chris Bryant, chairman of the Privileges Committee, said, using parliamentary privilege, that I had received large sums of money directly from the Russian government, and he named a calendar year in which it had happened. Truth is, I didn't receive a penny from any source with even any link to Russia. And yet, because he said it, it stands. I wrote to the Speaker, I demanded an apology. Nothing has been forthcoming from Sir Chris Bryant. Well, I wonder whether that is what's given me part of the problem. I have employed a top firm of London lawyers. I'm going through a series of subject access requests to find out what is held on me by the international agencies and by the bank that wants to close me down. But think about it. Without a bank account, you effectively become a non-person. You don't actually exist.
So there's two issues there. The first is that Chris Bryant, Sir Chris Bryant, now has apparently made a statement about him. And of course, what may have happened is that this organisation may have put a tag on his bank account. Therefore, this is Cifas, which is all about fighting fraud and financial crime together because of this alleged contact with or money coming from the Russians. If there's any evidence for that, it certainly hasn't gone through any due process. But if he's known about this for a couple of months, it's perhaps unfortunate that he didn't highlight this a few weeks ago, because that would have given people even more opportunity to get their responses in for the consultation on the digital pound. Because as he said at the end there, of course, this effectively removes people from society. If they don't have a bank account, they can't take part in society. It becomes very difficult for people. And if we also remove cash from the picture, then it becomes, in fact, impossible for people. So that consultation, just a final reminder, ends today. So if anybody wants to take part in that, in light of what Farage has talked about, then that might be a wise thing to do to get it in today.
Yeah, and I just add, I think I'm correct in saying that Chris Bryant in his day was very big in common purpose, so he was a future leader. Now we're starting to see what sort of leadership that involves.
Yes.